It is a force to be reckoned with. The Portland Symphonic Choir can soar above the symphony orchestra, almost making the musicians play, well, second fiddle. It is the official chorus for the Oregon Symphony and may partner with the orchestra up to 3 times a year, depending on what choral compositions have been chosen.
I think our main mission is to present choral masterworks that not every choir can do. And that's what we're bound to do. That's why we're so large, and that's why we're made up of the types of singers that we are. So we're always going. That's our core repertoire. We're always going to do the great choral masterworks, Brahms Requiem, Mozart Requiem, and so on, Beethoven 9. That requires a big symphony-sized choir.
Stephen Zophi is the current artistic director of the Portland Symphonic Choir, but it has a long history. It was founded in 1945 by Robert Zimmerman, who felt the city needed a civic choir. Back then, it had 80 singers. Now, with between 120 and 130, it still keeps that civic choir status with singers who have a range of musical abilities.
We have a core of professionals. We have 20 professional singers that form our core, and then we have the rest are volunteer singers. But I hesitate to use the word volunteer because these folks take it pretty seriously, and they're very highly trained. So they have to pass a very rigorous audition to get in. I look for a real good, solid technical foundation of singing so that they know what their instrument can do and they have some basic technique to work with. Two, I look for some musicianship skills so they can sight read, they can hear well, they know how to function within a choir. 3, I look for, and I don't know how to define this other than a spark of what music means to them, what choir music means to them, how it makes them feel, and it comes out in their performance.
Okay, folks, good morning. Please stand. Pure oo, more vertical space.
Members also have to be dedicated.
Alto bass move down a half, soprano tenor move up a half. Go.
The choir holds weekly rehearsals, but singers are expected to arrive already familiar with the music. Some of the members have been in the choir for decades.
Still pure oo, please.
I'm Dale Weber, and I've been in the choir since 1977, and that would make it 33 years.
Back to the major second.
I'm Dorothea Galileo, and I joined Portland Symphonic Choir, I think 6 years ago.
I'm Catherine Lefevre. I've been in the choir since 2007.
There you go, everybody.
My name is Cameron Griffith Herbert. I've been in the choir since 1984, and this is my 27th season.
Good.
I'm Tom Hard, and I've been in the choir for 33 years. It's actually my 34th season I'm starting.
But there's no guarantee that once a singer gets in, they'll stay in. Each member has to re-audition every 2 years.
It's a way for me to spot check, for us to keep quality control and spot check that people's voices are still doing what they need to do and they're healthy, and it's a way for us to touch base individually in such a large group.
Bravo. That rhythmic pulse and that vitality will carry this piece.
In addition to singing with the Oregon Symphony, the choir also performs solo concerts each year. They have even commissioned new choral works from modern composers.
Like any good choir, I think, in any major metropolitan center, we have the honor of trying to bring new music into the world. So that's where the commissioning comes from. You know, where does new music come from if it isn't being performed? So we look for those opportunities where we can partner with a composer.
Whoa, can that amen, as you get louder, not become less rhythmic? So instead of amen, it's amen, amen.
And then trying to bring to Portland some music that they may not have heard before, things that are happening around the world in choral music, and be that voice for Portland. And we really try to be the city's choir in a lot of ways.
Although Zophie is the artistic director, he doesn't necessarily conduct each concert, which he jokes keeps his ego in check.
I firmly believe, and go back to saying this, that it's not all about me as a conductor, especially with a group like this where they might have 4 or 5 different conductors in a season, and I prepare them for some of these conductors. They have to watch like hawks, but also they have to bring their own intuition and own musical skills to bear. It's kind of a partnership. I think the old days of the conductor going, this is the way it's going to be, hopefully are lost. I think I turned away from that more authoritarian yelling type of model that we know from the orchestral world of many years ago, of the dictatorship, because as a singer I didn't like to be yelled at. I wanted to be included. And I said to myself, I'm going to do this a little differently if I ever get a chance to do it.
His style has won over his singers.
Okay. Yeah, remember that's a complete change of character. Up to then we were really rocking. That was a lot of fun.
I think he's great. Yeah, it's a great pleasure to sing with him.
He's articulate, intelligent, funny when he needs to be. He knows timing is everything, and can slip in a funny and get us all laughing, but we're right back on task.
He's part of the reason I was willing to audition. There have been other directors and other choirs who I know, and I sung around Portland for a lot of years.
Stephen and the singers strongly feel that no matter who is up front conducting, it's the music that must be served. It's the music that makes everyone's voice and spirit soar.
I don't think I can say it in words. It's that indescribable feeling I think that athletes get when they run the perfect race. You're in that zone. You suddenly feel connected to everything around you in a very kind of mystical, divine sort of way. And I can't explain that, but it's feeling at a time, I think.
Oregon Artbeat shares the stories of Oregon's amazing artists, and member support completes the picture. Join us as a sustaining member at opb.org/video.